Can you hear me now? Can you hear the man? Can you feel the pulse, the joy, the bliss? Hello, 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 hello. We are here from the Palladian star system. We're here to heal our dear friend. We're near the tree. Good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning. Pretty
That
good.
light shine like in the back there. See that light? It's always important to have a coffee maker in the background. You have to have a coffee maker in the background. Now, this is what
I
you do
got
if you have a professional broadcast. Hi, here's my shelf. If you don't care about life, here's my coffee maker and my light. There you go. How are you, buddy?
pretty good. Pretty
It
good.
has been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
I love your new setup. There's no reason I
thank
can't
you.
come up now. You know me, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, which you know to be true. And when things don't work, it drives me loony. But I notice you've got your shit together now.
I know. Finally.
Well, and I better clarify what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying about
No,
your
I totally know what you mean.
Your phone. None of us
Yeah.
really have our shit together ever. You know,
Yeah.
we look like we do, right? We're all
Possibly.
doing
Well,
our own suffering in some way or manner. Yeah. So I want to show you something here. Okay. So we'll do this together. So here's you never really seen my setup before here. So over here we've got a big ass TV. We've got a monitor here, and we've got a monitor here as well. Then
hmm
we have down here we have a mixer, and this here is a sound card. Now if you look at the sound card here, this is a really weird one because it has bass. It also has here. I want to show you a little trick you can do
All right.
here. So hello. My name is Pina. Oh, Pina is my name. Pina is my game. And you can adjust it that way. The camera. So here, the reason I'm showing you this is a setup I made up that's super cheap. So the mixer, I got that for $50, and it's pretty good. I got
Mm.
this sound card with one sec. This microphone. I can't remember, so I don't want to lie. I either got it sent to me or I bought it. I don't know. I buy a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've noticed I'm a little weird. Okay, so we'll do this here. All
Yeah.
right, so this, I think that's my addiction. You know what I mean? You got the pipe, I got
Yep.
electronics. We're all
I got the
different,
pipe.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this here, microphone, plus this stand, plus, and you need this, okay, if you want to broadcast. Got your sound card,
Okay. Yeah.
right? The whole thing together, I think, was $60.
Wow.
That's freaking insane. This microphone,
Yeah.
and this style is called, and it's got the little pop guard. This is called ice. It's an ice cream scooper style, which
Okay.
is this thing. Oh, my wife is throwing my phone at me here. I better get that. I'll be
All
one
right.
sec.
You got it, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, one sec. Can you hear the alarm? I think she
Yep,
threw
I
my
hear it.
phone at me here. Just one second. I'm not joking.
Yeah, for sure. I believe you. Well, possible. From my experience with you, you've been okay. You haven't bothered me, but I don't know. Apparently, other people feel differently. I think they felt you were lacking sensitivity when you joined the Vanita broadcast. That's all I heard. But it's water under the bridge, I guess, man. It's none of my business, really. But just saying. all I heard about you. I didn't hear anything hateful or anything else. But you're probably not here. Looks like you just kind of came, dropped your message, and then left. Something. Who knows? Hmm. So, everybody, I was wondering, this is a really weird topic to bring up, but I'd like to know, does the churro guy at like stadiums, does he actually make the churros or what? Because check it out. My family owns a ranch in this town, right? And it's basically a concert venue. We have Mexican concerts, we have rodeos there. And so we have vendors. We vend stuff. And so when I was a kid, I remember there's this churro guy. Always gave me free churros. He's a really nice guy, you know. And I'd known him for years and years. And so it's funny because he was our churro guy at my family's ranch. And now he's the churro guy for the San Francisco Giants. He's at the stadium there. But I'm just wondering, like,
I'm
I don't
back.
see why he would just keep vending churros if he didn't make them.
I think I'm back.
You know what I mean? Like, anybody could vend a churro,
I'm back.
right?
I'm
But
back.
if this guy's
I'm
like
back.
specialties churros, then maybe he makes them.
All right.
I'm not sure. I'd like to know that, you know? Kind of weird, right? I don't know. Who knows?
Ah,
Maybe.
that was pleasant. Yes, it was. It was beautiful. I got my beloved a coffee, so I'm back.
Oh,
This is what you
nice.
do. We've
Good
been
man.
together.
Good man.
We've been together 30 years, almost 30 years.
Wow.
That's a long time. So
That's incredible. That's great.
yeah, well, she's
Man.
put up with me for 30 years. She needs an award.
Yeah.
Well, you put up with me for a year, and you know how hard it's been.
Hey, I was gonna say, actually, 30 years deserves like a statue,
It does. Yeah, and a
a
gold bar.
monument.
Yeah, to be
Yeah,
with me for 30 years. A gold bar. You get the gold
yeah.
bar.
10 years gets the gold watch. Just
Yeah. If you
like a
make it to
retirement
40, you
watch.
get a castle. You get a castle.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Yeah, and I don't mean White Castle.
And that's on
like the
you.
burger place.
And it's on your bill.
That's on my bill. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing mentally now that we've been in this pandemic or pandemic, depending what side you're on,
Yeah.
for 2 years? How you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm good.
You good?
I've
You're good.
yeah. Yeah. My
Are
mom
you a
has
bit of a
COVID.
loner, you think? Because
I
I
am
think
now.
loners are doing better.
I am now.
Yeah.
I've been a loner for about 4 years.
Yeah, if you enjoy your own company, that's awesome. I think that's such a cool thing. Oh, I want to show you.
Yeah.
This is the buy of the week. Here we go. These are Sony headphones, and they are wireless. You can hook up your TV or whatever.
Nice.
I think they were like $80, but I got them for 20,
Oh.
and they sound pretty good. They're freaking huge though.
Oh.
But
Those are the ones you're wearing right now? Okay.
yeah, they're pretty good quality. No wires,
Yeah.
and it has a little bass to it. I'll show you here. Here, So you see that little base right there, that little wired thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's your transmitter.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know. We'll see. And there's
Yeah.
my light. May there
So
be light. Oh wait,
the
and
the only
just in
the
case
only
you don't,
downside
and
to
just in
that is
case you
that
don't have
Captain
enough
Rehab will make fun
TVs
of
or
you.
computers, let's just look over there for a second. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Captain
is
Rehab
also a
always makes fun
storage
of
room right
Helga.
now. By the way,
Yeah.
we get everything in here. It's crazy. It's
Your
yeah.
office slash storage room
It's
slash
it.
studio.
Well, you know what I wanted is I wish I could show you, but on the other side of this wall is literally a convenience store. So we're
Really?
like preppers. Oh my god, man! Everything, every kind of canned good you can imagine. Pice, rice. What is
Yeah.
pice?
Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh, you're talking about your own collection, like your own,
food.
or are you talking about a real convenience store next door?
No, no, our convenience store.
Your
Like,
your okay, okay,
yeah, I
that's
like
okay.
our convenience store. I think has more than most convenience stores.
Right. You
Yeah,
guys are
like
ready
you
for
name it. Like you need. Do you
yeah.
need razors? We have razors. Do you need deodorant? We got deodorant. Do you need lights? We got lights. Do you need candles? We got candles. Do
You
you
guys are
need
ready for a nuclear fallout,
do you
basically.
need water? We got water. Do you need?
Yeah.
We got it all. So my daughter comes over, calls it Bab's Convenience, and gets what she needs. We have toilet paper. We have paper towels. Yeah, and any
Nice.
household item you probably need, we probably have back there.
Well, that's smart.
Well, part of it is we knew that there would be shortages. We didn't know why, but we knew there
Exactly.
would be. And
Apocalypse
all
room.
you know what? And preppers have been talking about it forever. And my dear friend Hans Ekman said, "Look, buy stuff." And if you go to the Canadian stores right now and you look at, Loblaws is a chain. We got Lobes here and stuff. They're taking all the goods and putting them forward to make it look full. There's nothing behind them. They have 4 of this and 5 of that and 10 of this and a lot of things they don't have and haven't had for a long time. And coffee, which should be dirt cheap, is like $15 a can unless you buy it on sale. So we
That's
have back there, I think
ridiculous.
we have 6 or 8 coffee tins. So we're okay for coffee
Yeah.
for a while.
Wow.
The other item this week, here you go. We're going to go totally crazy. He's going, I invited this idiot up. Let's say you do a broadcast in the morning and you don't have
Hmm.
time to shave, right?
All
And
right.
you need some grooming, right? You're saying to yourself, okay. And you've got, and if you're old like me and you got the ears, you got still wool back, you can get off there.
Yeah.
The nose hairs don't get too close.
Yeah.
But especially for the ear hair, I don't know what that's about. It's like literally barbed wire. Like you need wire cutters. This actually cuts it. So the great thing with
Wow.
this is you can get it wet. It's $30. That's it. Battery works well, and you just hello.
Nice.
I don't fall
Yeah.
asleep on a broadcast. I shave.
Yeah. Nice. Good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
So these Sony headphones that I've got here, they call them wireless stereo headphones system. And
Okay.
honestly, the sound is not bad. I'll have to test it
Yeah.
later and see how far I can go. But I like not having a cord.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too. These are corded, but they're not corded. They're Bluetooth corded
yeah. So what are you wearing? That you
earpods.
sound great. They sound really
Yeah,
good.
they're Beats. They're Beats earpods.
I can
Yeah,
tell.
and they're Bluetooth. Yeah. Yeah.
They actually sound, I would say, as good as a microphone. Boom.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy Beats though. You can buy, and I had the
Yeah.
same
It's a
conversation with
Christmas
James
present.
yesterday. James
Yeah.
Namaste, the man that buys
Oh
different
my
types of
God.
soap for $7. I said to him, look, do me a favor, because he put his I what do you call them? Just your buds. I guess they're called buds, but they're iPhone buds.
Hmm.
He put them in the washer, and they've never been the same since. Something about washing your earbuds.
Yeah.
It's just who knew? It doesn't go well. So they don't work very well. And I said, look, I will send you links for things I know that are affordable, that sound good for $30. Oh no, I don't buy stuff that's cheap. But instead, I get. So you there?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all over the place. And you know what I'm like when things fade in and fade
Yeah.
out, and
Yeah. Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a new phone. What is the phone that you've got now?
I don't even know. It's a Google phone. It's a AT&T prepaid. Yeah.
Okay. You don't know the
Yeah.
brand. You don't know any of that
I
stuff.
don't know the brand. I really don't.
I'll
I've
tell
been trying
you.
to look for it.
Randy had a Poco. Randy had a Poco phone, which I think it's Poco. It's
Hmm.
Poco, and it was a
Okay.
$200 phone, and it had the
Okay.
best sounding earbuds on it I've ever heard. I
Wow.
liked it better than his microphone, but he gave the phone to somebody or sold it. I don't know what he
Oh.
did, but if I could buy that in Canada, I would get it. The
Yeah.
This phone here, and I'm not joking, is here. Look, it says Bison on the back. Okay,
Yeah.
this is an older model now. Um, it is a tank. You can freeze this. Do you see how beautiful you are there?
Wow.
So
Yeah.
beautiful. Um, you can freeze it. It's heavy though. If someone came at you, you could, hit them with it. You
Yeah.
could throw it. So the reason I bought it, I think I paid about 300 Canadian for it. So
Hmm.
it's not the greatest phone in the world, but it will last 10 years. So if you are a crazy person and you drop it and you put it in the water and it goes in the toilet and you leave it in the snowbank, it will live. So what they did, this guy who was testing it took it to the second floor and threw it. The screen didn't break. Went to the third floor, threw it.
Wow.
The screen didn't break. Took it to the fourth floor. The screen didn't break. He finally had a crack when he got to about the sixth floor after throwing it repeatedly down. He said,
Yeah.
okay, the screen's pretty good. Then he took and froze it. Literally put it in water, froze it, put it in the freezer, left it in there for a week, thawed it out, turned it back on, and it worked. And I thought, that's what I need right there.
Yeah.
And it's served me really well. But it's like $300. You don't have to pay $1,500 for your phone if you want just
Yeah.
functionality. Like, what do you
Yeah.
need? You need to do emails. Um, it's. I could do a broadcast. I've done broadcasts with it. It's okay. I
Yeah.
think literally the most important thing is the voice, and you did that with your earbuds. And what did they cost? Were
I'm
they a
not
gift
sure
for
that
Christmas?
they're a Christmas present. Yeah, from my parents.
See, that's awesome. They great people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I write them a letter? I would
Of
like
course
to
you
thank
can.
you. You've enriched my life so much. God bless you all.
Yeah.
I'm sending you
Yeah.
mega blessings. Possibly, possible, probably. It's like a definite maybe. You should invite Tony D up. Tony D's in the house.
He's probably at work
So
already. Let's see.
he's
Let's
probably
see.
in his car. So if you have this $50 mixer, you can do this. Tony D.
Well,
Yeah.
did you hear? You should have heard how James Namaste came in my broadcast yesterday.
Did he? And how'd that go?
Oh, dude. He came in
He,
sounding like a
yeah.
Decepticon from
Yes.
Transformers.
Yeah. I just
He was
don't like when
speaking to
he's
me
shooting his
just.
his gun. Well, what he's got there though is you can get that. It's like $100 setup with the
Mhm.
microphone.
Okay.
Um, honestly, I think the best setup I've ever seen, a budget, is this one here, and I don't know if you can get it anymore.
Good
But if
morning,
you see
Randy.
this, I recommend it. It has a deadly sound. For what I paid for it, or I think I got it for free. I'm gonna go with I got it for free. Um, I looked at it and went, "Oh, this is a pile of shit." I got to be honest with you. I was like, "This is freaking horrible." And then I tried it and went, "Oh my god, this is a good sound card." I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Wow." I want
Yeah.
it for the sound card. Then I tried the mic and went, it's okay. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, it's lovely to look at.
Yeah, I heard microphones with the jack are the way to go, not with a USB connection.
Yes. Yeah, run it through a mixer. Yeah, and this is what
Yeah.
this is. See?
Oh, okay, nice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, to give an example here, 1 second. I don't want to blow your ears out. 1 second. Hello, this is Michael Bathurst here. So it's okay. It's not as clear as the other one. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
just a little
it
bit,
it's not as
little,
good.
yeah,
Now the Marantz one is $80 on its own, but you
yeah.
still have here. Let's see here.
It still
My
concentrates on the voice pretty well.
love, I'll never find the words, my love. Right. So that's what that sounds like. And if you're starting out, that's not bad. All right.
Yeah,
So we'll go back to the. All right. Oh, turned it down. So it might be a little bit. All right.
there it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool and affordable. You know what I would like?
What would you like?
I would,
See,
I
this
would
is
like one of
warmer.
those.
This
Yeah,
has a
one of
warmer
those
sound.
drones that follow the
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
That
Now
would be kind of neat.
the best USB mic you can buy that's cheap, and you could get it
Yeah.
in the States for $60. I love this thing. And I don't know if you recognize that. I used to use this all the time at the beginning. So this is the Fafine microphone.
That looks, yeah,
I have dropped
the big
this.
old,
I have dropped it. You name it. It's heavy.
yeah.
It sounds amazing. And all you got to do is put your USB in. It has a built-in sound card. It's fine. You're ready to
Wow.
go.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's retired.
No,
You retired
no,
it?
no,
Huh?
no.
Oh, you just switch back and forth.
Well, I haven't used it for a while. The reason is I like to play music, and it makes it more difficult with that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right,
Yeah.
Randy? What's that brand? Fine. Now the one I've got here is Marantz. So when I was a kid, Marantz used to make these giant speakers, ginormous speakers, ginormous amps. It was for all men that had small equipment. It was the overcompensation thing. You'd bring the girl
I was
over,
gonna
go,
say,
look how big my woofer is.
wow. Yeah.
Vibrates. Yeah, no, I always used to think that was so funny because around 70 to about 78, ginormous speakers. So it was funny. You would buy these no name brand things, they'd have a
Hmm.
monstrous box, and the speaker was this big.
Yeah. I've seen those. Yeah.
There used to be, when I was a DJ, they used to have Cerwin Vega speakers, and they were insanely expensive. And we
Wow.
had Bose 901s as well. And one night I got it so loud I blew the 901s, and I blew the Cerwin Vegas the same night.
Wow.
I still had my job. The only reason I did was we had insurance.
Oh, nice.
But I
Yeah.
would, at that point on, I think I was drunk out of my mind. I went, and they kept going, turn it the fuck down. Oh no, it's good, man. We gotta go. We had the windows rattling,
Oh boy.
and the restaurant was, fine dining kind of. It was called what was? I think where I blew them was I used to work at Casey's, I used to work at
Mhm.
Sharky's, and I used to work at Pat Mario's. And I think Pat Mario's is the one I almost rattled the windows out. Yeah. Do you now? What would you say is your peak time in life? Like what window of time? You know what I mean? Like for me, I would say 83 to 87. That I could write a book. I could do a small
Yeah.
movie. It was wild.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
The golden years. What was your golden years? Do you know?
2000 to 2012.
Yeah. And how old were
Yeah.
you then?
I was aged 18
Oh yeah, you're in your prime
to
at 18.
yeah, to 30. 30.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that microphone is the Fafine 687, I believe, and it's an older mic now. It's fantastic. If you
Oh, I
buy
like that
a,
answer, Stevie. I like that.
well, you hope. We live in a time though that is so restricted. There's a lot of
Mhm.
learning, but I think there's freedoms we had in the 80s and 90s and 2000s we don't have now.
Yeah.
You've been broadcasting a long time, okay? So if you go back in your memory bank 10 years ago, do you remember the crazy rants that people used to have? And the swearing, the racial slurs, and the looniness? It used to drive me nuts. I used to think, how in God's name is that aired?
Yeah.
And now you say anything slightly offensive, and they're like if Whoopi said the same thing she said last week, 10 years ago, no one would have cared.
Yeah.
Well, they would have cared, but it wouldn't have went anywhere. She probably would have got a slap on the wrist and went,
Yeah.
please don't do that.
Yeah. Some
Right?
people need to stop arguing and need to just take the fault and okay,
Yeah.
listen and be like, what did I do? Okay,
Yeah.
apologize and move on. Not argue about it. Like
Right.
it's not about race. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
But I love that because you have, and we've talked about this privately before, but you have a skill set and a likability that you could be great on any platform. And a lot of it is just you feeling that and knowing that,
Yeah.
you know. And I think some days when you're with Bob Marley too much, you lose. I think you lose the personal scope of what your value is.
There
Did
are
I say
times,
that
yes, that
nicely?
is
I
true.
tried to say
Yeah,
that
no,
very
no,
nicely.
that's, and I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and I think there's signs of mental fatigue going on with everybody right now. Everyone, like in Canada, I read a statistic, something like 24% of Canadians right now feel like they need therapy from the last 2 years. People who'd never gotten therapy for. So stuff is going on. Yeah.
yeah,
But you look different. Like you feel different than you did a year ago, or even, you know.
yeah.
So just know that this is a new chapter. Good things are coming.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I have hair now, so
Yeah,
that's
it's more
definitely
than hair,
different.
though. It's more than hair,
Yeah,
right? It's a spirit,
yeah, yeah. A
Um,
lot of people have been telling me that lately that I've been looking happier. So,
well, once you have self
mm,
love, it's infectious. Then other people feel love, right? Because all this is energy being exchanged. That's it. You're right, Stevie Wonder. Happiness comes from within. Every time I say that, I think that's, I'm waiting for someone to go, hey, Bette Midler, thank you for that. I'm surprised someone hasn't come on here and been, my name is Sleepy Joe. So is Sleepy Joe B. Oh, they were mean to him today. Um, how do you feel about the Joe Rogan thing? Have you been following it at all?
yeah, a little bit.
What's your opinion on that?
I side with Rogan,
Yeah,
and I'm not an anti-vaxxer guy, but I do side with him. I mean, he uh, he explained himself. I mean,
yeah,
he replied to this whole controversy. He explained himself. He seems genuinely apologetic,
yeah.
and he didn't want to be considered that guy. So I think that that's kind of unfortunate. You know, I
They're
mean, if
coming for him though. Do you
yeah,
feel
oh,
that
I
as
know
well?
they are.
They're
I
coming
know
for
they
him.
are. I
They're
know.
malicious right now.
But that's the
Uh,
thing. I mean, that's a free thinking guy. I mean, we gotta
he is
preserve those
he's he
people.
he is
I
a
mean, kind of.
person who has such influence. I don't know if you know this, but he has when he broadcasts on average, he has 11 million people watch him.
I know. Yeah, I've heard.
Now, back in the day, Oprah used to have 36 million people on average a day tune in.
Well,
And we have a car for you, and we have a car for you,
yeah.
and you get a
Right off.
laptop,
Right
and
off.
you get a laptop, and you get a toaster oven.
All
Yeah.
write offs. Yeah.
So, so are you sleeping in the day now? How does this work for you? What's your cycle, or do you just nap?
I nap. I nap a lot, and then sometimes I'll sleep in the late, the early to late morning. I'll sleep.
Yeah. Have you been
Yeah.
meditating or anything? Because
Not lately.
you
No.
should, because it quiets your
Yeah, I really
mind.
should.
Even if
Yeah.
you listen to
Mm.
soothing music, really soothing, like stuff like Duder. I should give you a list, but just listen and then concentrate on your breath. It's like defragging a computer when you do that, but the computer is your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should do honestly a broadcast with Bobby Shadow. I think you two would be freaking hilarious together.
You think so?
Oh God.
Yeah.
And he is sometimes so off into space. Our dear friend Mr. New York is I now does he on purpose try to rattle people? Do you think that brings
Yes.
him joy? Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's quite good with me. It's almost like we have mutual respect for each other, but if he doesn't like you, oh Lord.
Uh-huh. I know.
Yeah. And you've been on that
Yep.
side of the bus, and I think you two are like brothers. I think you guys no,
I
but you
guess.
guys have love for each other. You have to be on air
Well,
and
yeah.
spend as much time. Like even Colin, he called me yesterday, Colin Porter, and there was times I was ready to kill him, and he was ready to kill me, and I think
Hmm.
that's a sign of true friendship.
Yeah.
Because if someone can piss you off that much, it means they kind of know you.
And they affect you. They
They
definitely
affect you,
affect you.
yeah. Like
Their
if they
words,
weren't
their
important to you,
actions,
they
whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
There is a nice side to him though, and I wish he'd show it more often because he I don't know, is that just a New York thing? Or is that his thing?
Right. It's.
You know what I
I
mean? Is
think
it
it's
like a
his
New
thing.
York sensibility? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Not to that degree. And
Yeah.
maybe he just needs to dial it from an 8 to a 5 and people will be okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
I just don't understand that he takes you know, a victim's. I mean, he cannot be the victim whatsoever. I mean, he just
mhm.
despises it. He doesn't like that at all. So he can tell you, he can call you bratwurst, whatever he calls you. But if you
Yeah.
call him a name, he's probably
Yeah.
gonna get his feelings hurt and get upset.
Well, but I've always
That
said
happens a
though,
lot with him. You know.
yeah, but that's very common. People who tend to be the ones that shovel, the manure, tend to be the ones that are the most sensitive. It's almost like a defensive mechanism for them. I'm going to
Yeah.
come at you first before you come at me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And if
Uh,
I've got you on your toes, then I'll look like I'm in control, but yet I'm not really in control. And the
yeah.
people that are really at peace don't even have to talk. They can just stand there and meditate. And you're
That's
like,
so
"Hey, he
true.
looks happy when he's doing that with his little candle and his bell on it." Right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's found a new hobby. He's growing magic mushrooms
Oh,
now.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's like, I saw him a couple times where I felt like he was off the deep end and I was worried about him. Not recently, like when I first met him. But there was a while there he seemed off the rails to me. He really did. And I tried to talk to him about it and he was like, "Oh, I've
his,
never had
his dad
problems.
died.
I've
His dad died last year,
That's
and his
what it
brother
is."
died this year.
Okay. So, yeah. And that's the
Excuse me.
thing. Everybody has their story. Were you close to Vanita at all?
I knew her. We were friendly.
Hi, Helga.
Um,
Do you want to
and the
invite
funny
Helga
thing,
up?
oh, of course. The weird thing is, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
that the day that she had her heart attack, I
Yes.
found a Twitter message from her. I was checking my
I, th-
Twitter,
I,
which I
it,
really don't check
yes.
usually, and
But
she
it was an
left me a
old
long
message, right?
message.
And it was an
An
old
old
message.
message from like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an old
I
message.
leave you
But I saw it.
messages all the
But I
time
actually discovered it the
professing
day
my
that she had
love.
her heart attack. It was a trip. Yeah.
I leave these long messages professing my love, and you never answer. But so I gave up. I just cried in the corner for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is Helga coming up?
I think so.
Okay.
She
Good morning, Helga.
typically doesn't. Yeah.
So what? So
Doesn't
what
deny
is
my
with
invite.
the new name here? This new. What does that mean?
Oh. Uh. It means I like to be. I like active. I'm an active pothead, is what it means.
Okay, because to me it sounds like a very B movie title. Your new name. I don't even know how to.
Sativa.
Yes, the
Yeah, because
drug
there's
lord
indica
from
and there's sativas.
Cambodia who
Yeah.
had the best
Cambodia.
stuff in the world.
Yeah.
Sativa, Volume One. Buy it today. Orange is the new blue. How are you?
Good morning, my friend.
How are
It
you
was either
today?
that or hashish pena. I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
No, that's hashish Helga.
Yeah.
Or should I say mixed? Hashish
Hashish
and
Helga.
weed.
There you go. Hashish Helga.
Good morning. Oh, Mello, I'm live. So once in a while I have to mute myself because he's making no, it's not breakfast. It's
He's making lunch now.
lunch.
What what
He's,
what what time is it there now? If you don't
he's
mind.
making music bands.
1:30.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's perfect. We were talking about COVID. We were talking about depression from the last 2 years of people. We were talking about Veneta. We were talking about sometimes the most vocal people are also the most sensitive. They can dish it, but they can't take it. You're caught up, I think. Did I miss anything? Oh, and I was showing my headphones and a bunch of other stuff. But
To be honest, I've been following you from the moment you came in Stephen's broadcast because I was
yes,
surprised.
yes. No, okay. Well, explain that. Why were you surprised?
Because you hardly come on his broadcast.
Hardly come on anybody's broadcast. So
I saw
I
it,
can
yes. I saw
yeah.
it.
So Edward, this new man, Salva something, with his new movie, I come on since he got his new setup, and I knew he wasn't going to fade in, fade out. I was more open to coming up. So
I
Edward,
understand.
yourself, who else do I
James Namaste never comes in my broadcast. He's the one
know?
that never comes in my broadcast. Nope.
No, but she's right. I
But
read,
he
I read,
came. He
because
showed up
usually,
yesterday, but it was like a prank call,
oh,
basically. It
well,
wasn't
this is
like a
not a prank call.
serious.
This is not a
Yeah.
prank
Well,
call.
I know that, but
No,
that's what. That's the only time
no.
James has been in my broadcast. I think it was yesterday.
You
And
and
it
I have
was
had some really good broadcasts in the past, like really good. We had a couple that were amazing.
yeah, yeah. We
Like,
did. We did. I
cou-
stayed on there for a long time. Yeah, I was up
yeah,
there for a while. Yeah, you didn't
yeah.
flush me.
So I'm the Russian flush man. I had to rush my dear friend James several times because he would not stop. And I said we'll be back. And then he was in the back room saying the most inappropriate things to the point where people could not even focus on what I was saying. He was being so ridiculous.
That's
Hmm.
James.
Oh boy, that's too funny.
And they were like, "You got to get
And
rid of him,
Sadie
get rid of him," and they couldn't get rid of him. So,
and Stevie Wonder.
Hi, Sadie. How's it going?
hi Sadie, how are you? But I think in this community, if we can collaborate and be there for each other, no matter our differences, and be kind. And I'm not saying come up every day, but there's no
Yeah,
reason now that you've got the right setup, I couldn't come up once a week,
yeah, absolutely.
right?
I'd love to have you once a week. Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's important too that everybody consider, you know, um, being on multiple platforms. Don't just use Haps. Make sure that you're,
Hey,
broadcasting to
hey, Michael.
Facebook.
I got to say something really weird.
Yeah.
This is strange. I've managed to catch your broadcasts live. I'd say we'll say like once every 3 days at least, like
Yes.
the entire time.
Yes.
The last week and a half or so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one. I
Yeah.
haven't.
And
I
I've been
haven't
on a
gone on
lot.
Haps, and yeah, dude, we're like on opposite times. Like we're just missing each other because I see your
Yeah.
broadcasts there, but they're not
Hmm.
lives. Like I missed them. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the
Well, I
fuck?
appreciate you
I'm just
watching them
tripping out.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, of course. But
Thank you, Sadie. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
yeah,
Sadie.
it's just kind of weird. I'm like, huh,
Hi,
rough.
Caleb.
Well, thank
We
you, Sadie.
appreciate your love. We really do. I do. You know, Johnny always needs new shoes or new headphones. You know, something. Yeah, that there's always a new gadget I can buy.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
we're both on. Me and K911 are both off of
I have to
Michael's
admit,
schedule.
I'm liking this non-cord situation with my headphones, even though they're the size of Missouri. I also want it to be more like Helga here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are both airport
I thought so. You
controllers,
would say
Here,
air
Helga.
here's
traffic controllers.
was you Helga? That was like Michael. You're talking to yourself.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was me.
I was on for like 5 minutes, and and Helga's like, "This is the best broadcast he's ever done. I can't hear him. I
Yes,
can just
I
make
did.
up words for him." I think he's having a puff. What do you
Oh,
guys think?
Yep, I sure am.
Well, it's your broadcast. You can do what you want. But
I
thank you
know,
for
but
being.
it's your
But thank
like
you.
it's you
Thank you
have a
for being
brand.
respectful. Yeah.
You
See.
have a brand, and your followers come along to this too. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I
So
know I don't have to, but I do that just as a common courtesy.
you know what I'm most impressed by? You actually listen to some of the things I say. Not all, but some. Helga listens to about 5% of what I say, and
Selective
they're
hearing.
usually things when she's pissed off with me. That's the 5%. Everything else that's good and gold and gracious and nice, she's like, no, that's just shit. He's full of shit. That
Right.
goddamn shit.
Get that out of the way. Yeah. All that fluff. Get to
Helga,
the
Helga
real
and I have been on
horror.
this journey together now for about 9 months, I think.
9 months?
Wow, like
Nine, ten
No,
like a
I
months.
baby,
started
like
in
a
February.
pregnancy.
1 year, Michael.
Was it a
It's
year now?
already, yeah, in February.
Wow. So we did it.
Yes,
Yes.
and we are
I'll
still in
never
love.
forget the birds. The bird broadcast. You'll have to explain that to him. The bird broadcast.
Me?
That was yeah.
No, you brought it up, so explain it to
You
them.
you
You, you, you,
you you you.
Michael.
You said it first. You. There were
Children.
birds. Scary birds.
I
Okay,
always
so
thought
what
Explain
happened
the
Jess
was
is
she
so
came
beautiful
into
nice.
my
She's got
broadcast and all these
quite a
birds were so
fashion
loud I could
sense.
barely hear her. She scared the shit out of me. I was like, is she the bird woman? What is all you could hear was the squawking birds. You remember that? It's never happened since.
because I wasn't there anymore. It was only a weekend that I spent in Belgium,
Hmm.
and those birds are there. So
And you had a bag of popcorn, huh?
a big one.
So
That'll do it.
that'll bring the birds.
That'll bring the birds for sure. Yeah. So, do you guys broadcast on other platforms at all? Like when you go on, do you send it out to Facebook, send it out to YouTube, send it? I heard you can send it out to Instagram now. Is that true?
Well, the
No,
connection doesn't, not yet. It
Not
not
has
yet.
yet.
the label, but it doesn't connect.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can share to Instagram with somebody. You can share
Oh,
your broadcast like that, but you
yeah.
can't just automatically broadcast it.
Well, I think honestly, this platform for Instagram might be a little much. Some of the stuff.
I
Some
think
of it.
so.
Some of it.
I wouldn't put them. I don't even put. I don't put them
Well,
on
you know what
Facebook.
Facebook is like. You've got to be very careful what you say.
Yeah.
What?
Like, oh, you got to be
Facebook knows
crazy.
me already.
What's that?
You know what I do
I'm
like though.
I'm friends with Facebook. They
You know
don't
what?
delete anything anymore. They
Most
know
of my
me.
followers come from Facebook, and I disable my Facebook, and it still allows me to broadcast. It puts me under the 1,000, but it still allows me to broadcast. So, just saying.
Well, because you were governed in, right? You were one of the
Well,
OGs.
no, this is the new one. I had to get the 1,000 to broadcast.
Oh,
I earned this one. This is
oh,
actually
good.
my followers, yeah.
Oh,
And I'm actually up to 1.4 now. But yeah,
perfect.
yeah, I have actually more followers
So,
than the other
so
account.
Helga, if you use your full potential in the sense of, do you have a YouTube account? Okay. Do you ever promote it? Yeah. Do
Do you make
you
videos on
stream?
YouTube?
Do you stream these to your like? We could do structured, and I mean spiritual structured stuff, not very long, and run it live. Think about it.
What kind of spiritual
Where on
structured
YouTube?
stuff?
Yeah, because the audience there is more uh, catering to your
Oh, thanks, Sadie.
flavor.
I can do that with you if you want. We can try it out
Yeah, we
and
should
see
try.
what
We
happens.
should try to do something at least once a month. And they don't have to be long, and we'll just talk about current stuff, and because people right now are thirsty for spiritual content
I understand completely.
about awakening. Do you believe the world is awakening, Helga? And the us,
Some part of the world.
part of the world, a certain percentage of people
Yeah,
are awakening.
yeah.
Stephen, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still a lot of you know, fog. I think
I've
there's still a
noticed
lot
a
of fog.
change in you. I
Me?
have. Yeah, I've noticed a change in you. You're a very different version of the person that I met a year ago. Very different, softer, kinder.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were very shielded when I first met you, and a little
yeah,
angry. Probably
yeah,
more rap music on your
yeah.
playlist back then. But you used to cook and stuff in your kitchen. I did like that. I remember those broadcasts.
I actually want to start a cooking thing each week, and I'm gonna do it at my mom's house, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's
And I'm gonna
nice.
have my sister man the camera.
He's gonna man the camera.
My
So
sister will man the camera.
I promise you, I think you're one of three people that I actually do broadcasts with outside my playground, my sandbox, we'll call it. I
Yeah,
rarely go in and out of the broadcast. I maybe Helga a couple times in the year I've gone into hers. I think one time
Many times.
when I hadn't seen her,
Tony D's.
we used to do tons with Edward back in the day. You know,
You joined Tony D, right?
I think that's one of the funnest broadcasts for me. Was the zaniness of Edward's broadcast because he's preaching God, walking, puffing. He's not puffing as much now. He's lost a lot of weight. Like I think he said he's lost over 40 pounds. 40 pounds is a lot of weight. If you ever
I
picked up
lost
a 20-pound turkey, they're heavy. That would be two of those.
lost about 85.
Did you? You've lost
Yeah,
85 pounds. So
yeah.
you were a chunkomatic like
I was
me.
almost like 3. I was almost 3.
Chunkomatic.
Yeah. At one
Helga,
point.
have you lost weight at all? I can tell. Yeah. What
Yes.
were you going to a lot of smorgasbords before? What happened? What
I
changed?
I almost hit 100 kilos one time in my life. I think 2 or 3 years ago. And
Really?
then I was so shocked. I said, Helga, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
This is the last time that you uh,
It's hard on your
gained.
heart. It's really hard on your heart to carry
Oh,
that weight.
well, my
And your
family,
spine
all of
and
them are huge. So I have always been the smallest one of
yeah.
the family.
Well,
So,
I knew I was losing weight when I wasn't getting chaffing between my legs anymore. You know what I mean? You get that, and then by the end of the day, you're like, and you get in the shower and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? And now I don't have that anymore. And there's pants that I had before that I couldn't put on, and they're loose now. And I'm like,
And me
wow,
too.
how
I got
freaking
some of
big was
those.
I?
Yeah.
That's
How
a good
big was
feeling, or not?
I? Crazy. I still need to lose, I'd say 20. I could probably lose 20 pounds, but in certain areas. And you got to be careful because if you just lose weight, you can lose muscle mass. It's not healthy. You're better to do it gradual, lose it gradual. Because how many of these guys lose like 100 pounds and 2 years later, they're 200 pounds heavier? And you're like, they've gained, the 100 back plus another 100. And you're like, yeah, that didn't work. So it's a total lifestyle change. And when you get old, like I am, you don't burn stuff off as quick. You just don't. The metabolism isn't the same. So, do you find that, Helga, with you? You have to be so strict with what you eat?
No,
No?
I just accept what comes.
Good.
Yeah.
Explain that. Explain
Hey,
that.
You
Michael,
put it in
listen.
front of me, I'll
When
eat
you,
it.
when you, no, 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 no. I don't eat everything. I hardly eat during the day
K9 is with
because
us. Gained too much from foot injury. Okay. I'm older than you, Michael.
oh,
Well, well, well. How do you know? How do you know? I'm going to be 59
she
in
knows her
April.
age, so
Okay. She knows her age. Is that what you just said?
yeah,
I didn't know if she knew my age.
yeah.
Okay.
You, oh man,
Come on.
if they follow you,
See,
they know
see.
exactly.
Look at. See, she's getting
Yeah.
feisty with me. She's
But
only
with
happy when
love,
she's poking the bear.
no, no, Michael. You are number one on Habs. Oh, pancake. Wow. Thank you.
Look at that. See,
Uh,
bring.
uh, uh.
Aw, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
There you go. So you've got people that are showing you love in your domain.
they better.
They
I did
ooh,
that my whole life to them. Can I get a little bit from them, please?
you created them too.
Well, I helped to create them.
Well, our part, as males, is usually very rewarding and
Just
quick.
dump it. Okay, that's all. What you do.
You ready?
Drop the bomb.
Okay. What you say? You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. Dump it.
Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Yeah, I've never heard that before. I've heard the seeds of life, but dump it real good. No, I haven't. Oh no, that's pump it. What's your sweater about today? What do you got going on there?
oh, it's just ho ho ho. I'm still in the Christmas
I
mode.
love it. I love it. It's good. You're festive. If you
I'm
keep your
already.
Christmas lights up long enough, you don't have
Yeah,
to put them up again.
exactly.
That's the key.
Hmm.
Simplicity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You got your Christmas tree up in the summer, and you're thinking, "Hey, I'm close.
Yay!
It's
Almost
coming back.
Christmas.
I have the feeling." I hear the dogs. So
Yeah. Oh, I
listen,
have to
I'm
mute
going to go
myself.
spend some time with my beloved. I might be on later, but Helga, always a pleasure being with you. And I have a whole new perspective of mating rituals. You dropped a bomb on me. Yes, indeed. Do you remember that song by the Gap Band?
The Gap Band.
Yeah,
No, I don't know it.
Have you ever seen the
it's
video?
it's hilarious and stupid.
It's like line dancing.
Yes, yeah, good
Totally.
memory. Were you ever a
Mm.
DJ?
No,
You should have been. You love music.
I love music.
You do. I think. Well, okay. So if you had to go, food, sex, music, dope. What what would the order be and why?
Wow.
And anybody in the replay, just give us your and the reasoning by. And Helga, what would your which ones would do you want to hear them again? What did I say? Food,
Music,
mu-
sex,
sex.
food.
I feel like we're on Friends. So if you had to give up women or food, oh, I don't know. And
Man,
he went
in
women
my
on
case,
bread.
man, I would give up sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, why
yeah,
not?
yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, you're not asking 20. You're not asking 20-something-year-olds. You know what I mean?
What is sex?
We've been around the block.
I don't know. Do you want to explain it to a Helga? Okay, so and smoke. We had smoke in there too. Food, smoke, sex.
Oh yeah, dope. Yeah, you said dope.
Dope.
I hate that word. It
Okay.
sounds so much worse.
A deeper, richer connection with Bob Marley
Oh,
and his associates. So and you can only pick one. Oh God. And you would be self-sustained. Dope, music, sex, food. See, I think we got them all now. It was four, right? The four
Yeah,
pillars of life: sex, food, dope, music. I think we got a song.
it's really weird. I mean, I have weird reasons behind, but I mean, I think music's gonna be number one,
Sadie goes, tough
and
question. Okay, if you
and
could only pick two.
sex and food is close for
Okay,
me.
how about this? I'll be nice. Two out of the four. Two out of the four.
Like give up to.
We listen to him. I want four and then four more. Fuck off.
What else can I have?
This is not. Let's make a deal. It's not going to really happen. He's having stress.
I'm like seriously thinking about. I'm like,
What?
no,
How
I would
dare
get rid
you?
of. I would get
Yeah,
rid of
yeah.
the
It's
dope
just a
and.
fun. It's a survey, sir. Yeah.
Oh man, I guess.
It's a good one though, right? If you think about
I
it.
guess sex. I love food, and you can have food for the rest of your life.
No, you can have
3 meals a
two.
day, and
You can have
so
two. Two.
yeah.
Two of the four.
There's no
Give us
guarantees
two.
you can have sex 3 times a day.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
so
Well, you can eat. Well, some people have food a lot more than that, right?
yeah.
So for me, okay. So what? No dope. Oh,
Of
it
course.
would have to be food and music. Those two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That. And then.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but you're not asking a younger Michael, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
No, but and we've talked about this before. In Canada, they sell more Bob Marley to my age group than they do the younger group. I know. I see
wow.
in this neighborhood. I see it's old dudes going in there.
You guys are sophisticated smokers.
I
The
think they
wise
have
ones.
lots of stresses and they have the resources that they can afford to buy it, and
Yeah.
it's safer than drinking. They're thinking in Canada of putting on warning labels on the alcohol that alcohol causes cancer.
Mhm.
And people never talk about that. They do about smoke though, like cigarettes. It's so funny because they villainized for years marijuana, and marijuana is probably the best choice of all of those.
Yes.
You know, within and again within moderation. And
Moderation of who?
no, but all the things we mentioned there, you should have moderation in them. If you have
Oh
too
yeah.
much food, you're in trouble. You have too
Yeah.
much sex, you're sore, and you may be.
You can't
And
walk. If you have too much sex, you can't walk. That's the only problem you have.
no, well, you're gonna have to work all the
Or if you
time
have
for
too
your
many
children.
partners.
You're
Or if you have too many
72 children,
partners, that's a
right? You're gonna,
problem. That's a problem too.
you'd be working night and day to feed those 72 children. It'd be terrible.
Oh man,
So yeah. So Captain Rehab, what would your answer be?
I kept in
I love
rehab.
this, Michael Bathurst. Michael does not know moderation. Look how much he
Look how
broadcasts.
much you practice.
Yeah, I broadcast yesterday three times. I think it was a
Oh,
guest. I was a guest on Blazes, and I did one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. But I don't do 5 hour broadcasts. I do
No,
an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the people from
but
Haps, they do 15-minute to half an hour broadcasts. I've noticed
Explain that.
the actual Peter Bittner and
Hmm.
Pablo.
Yeah,
They're
I haven't seen a
30
broadcast
minutes
in.
tops. 30 minutes
Yeah,
tops. And
but
they
I don't
stop
think.
it right on the 30. They
Yeah,
make
but I
sure they
don't think
stop it
it's
right on the
something they
30.
would do on their own. I don't think the people they have doing it would broadcast. It's
E-
not. It's not their wheelhouse.
exactly.
That's not their wheel. I don't think that's their
and
comfort zone.
that's where I'm troubled about this platform is that there's
Yeah,
people that work for this company that aren't passionate about what they do.
I disagree. I think they're very, very passionate right now about music and artists. I think that's the key focus right now is music, and they've made that very clear that that's the direction, and it's fantastic. I think it's going to like look at Chris Gales. He went from a guy that played in small venues to maybe had 2,000 total followers. I think he had less than 1,000 followers on YouTube, and he now has broadcasts where he has 700,000 people watching him play. So they are
Yeah.
making a huge difference and that's because of Reddit, the connections that they're doing. So the platform, in the sense of music, is doing phenomenal. As what we're
Yeah.
doing, talk radio or podcasting or whatever.
I can't help but feel bad for the artists though.
Yeah,
The artists.
Crooked
They
Muse. Ali, do
hi
you want to
El.
invite her out? I think they sold out. Do you want to bring her up?
sure
Are you guys still in talking form?
we're good.
We're good. You worked all that out. You weren't good there for a while.
Yeah.
We've all had
Yeah.
wars. Well, Helga, I
Yeah.
think
We
Helga
sure we sure
was
do.
going to buy
We sure.
flamethrower at one point to take care of
Oh
me. For me, you're going to just. There you go.
no,
Michael's taken
my
care of.
dogs will do that for me. Do you hear them?
I do. Yeah, they'll take
I
care of
don't
me.
have to do anything.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything is well
That's it.
taken care for.
One of your choices will be taken care of for you, Michael. Of the four, you won't be able to do anything. We'll cancel the one choice. Yes, it'll be gone. Yes, it'll be a small meal for my dog. Thank you.
Well, Michael, I don't think Habs will be the same
Yes,
if you are not on Habs anymore. So
yes.
just stay on Habs.
Stan Haps,
I won't
stay.
touch you. I won't
Okay.
harm you. I will
Yeah, you
Yes.
always
could
send
always
you
go. You could
love.
always do neck up. You could always do neck up, Eleanor, if you want.
Neck up. Neck up. Okay. I think we should have a private
she's
broadcast, and you can explain that to me, because my old fart neck does. Anybody, if you can explain in the comments without us saying it, what neck up means, I'll know.
well, shooting from
I
the neck up when you're in your birthday suit is what I
Yeah.
mean.
Oh, okay. It's like James when he always goes just the tip, just the tip. You know,
No, not
he's
not
he's
at all
always
like
giving
that.
tips.
No.
I've noticed that. Like don't
Yeah.
fart in the wind. That's a good tip.
No, that's a
Always
wrong one.
always be
Smell
nice
it.
to your servers and give them at least 20%.
I
That's a
totally
good tip.
agree.
You know, treat people the way that you would like to be treated.
I agree
Think
with that
before
too.
you speak. Be mindful of the words you use, because words
I
are
agree, but
weapons.
don't always follow that.
No, and be extra kind to your internal speech, right? The endless chatter in our brain, because the things we say to ourselves, we would never say it to someone else.
No,
You felt that,
yeah,
yeah,
I do that.
yeah. You felt that. That's good.
I'm mean to me.
You shouldn't be. You're amazing. Your life,
Thank
your
you.
life has been a miracle from the day you were born, right? You had a whole bunch of little swimmers, millions of them. Trying to get to that egg, going, all fighting to get there, and you won. This essence, this beauty, this joy, this bliss, this abundance, right here, fought right from the first. What'd you call it again? You dropped a bomb on me, baby.
Yeah, Yeah, it was
That
the
was you. Fighting,
winning swimmer.
swimming.
I won the swim meet.
Of trillions sails.
Don't stir the pot unless the wheel's turning.
Why not? Why not? No, seriously, we're all miracles. We woke up today. There's no
Yeah, we are.
guarantee. There's no guarantee we're going to wake up tomorrow. You know, Vanita was a reminder of that.
There was another. I had another reminder earlier in life, like a Vanita. I mean, like just somebody that was in my life around
What's that?
and was so fit and so healthy, and then just boom, just dropped dead. It's crazy.
Okay, I could hear my wife, but she's outside. She's outside talking to our neighbor. I was like, I'm hearing voices again. That's not good, Helga. I'm hearing dogs barking.
No. Oh yeah, on your side.
Yes, here in the Palladian star system. Yes,
I have a
where
question
James and I
though
meet up
about
every day. James, are you out there, my Palladian brother? You dropped a bomb on me. Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you are. You're a miracle. We're all miracles. We're all divine perfection in motion.
yeah.
We all have special gifts. And in your suffering makes it easier for people to relate to you because you're such a sensitive being, which probably means that you're a star seed or an indigo child or a rainbow child because you feel more than you probably should. And I think that's why you numb yourself with the dope. I hate that word. The Bob Marley trio. Hi, how are you? What are you guys playing?
Hey,
Well,
here.
there's a wonderful concert tonight with the Bob Marley band. It's ever different. Right now, Helga's talking to herself, or she's on a phone call.
Talking to her son.
We can't hear you. You pulled
I
a
was
Mike
talking to
Bathurst.
you.
You pulled a Mike Bathurst there.
Oh, I do
loved
that
it.
sometimes. I do that sometimes. How I mute
She was
myself
going,
and then I start
yeah.
talking.
I
And
can
then
read
look,
lips.
I'm
She
all,
was going.
Shit.
She was
Oh
going.
shit.
Fucking idiots.
No, I
Goddamn
did not.
idiots.
I said actually, Mike.
Hey,
Uh,
Helga would
Hit
tell
the
us to our
bong and light
face.
up.
Helga would say "fucking idiot" to us, straight to us. If she needed to say it,
Yeah.
she would tell us that.
yeah,
How
but
are
there is no
you?
need.
How are you feeling about the Vanita thing now that it's been over a week, Helga?
I only get remembered
Mm-hmm.
of her in a um, more emotional way than I would like when I'm unhappy
Right.
and when we talk about it. But the fact that, okay, no, I have to put the fact that when my mom died, I
Mm-hmm.
was stronger than when I got the message of Fanita.
Oh,
I don't know why.
it really rocked you.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Well, she was so young,
and it
and
was not
and she was part of our crazy family here,
yes,
and we didn't
yes.
always get along. And I'm telling you that I know there was times that I was not her favorite friend. Her camp was
Hmm.
very upset with me, but
Hmm.
I don't know. She always treated me kind of like one of her lost sons. You've lost your way, Michael. So I tried to watch a broadcast with her the other day, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it, and it seemed eerie and weird. So it just
I
meant like
tried
I'm not
to
ready.
also. I
I
tried
couldn't
to
do it.
also.
Yeah, and I was a broadcast near, the last week or so, and she clearly was not herself. She was
I
quiet.
know. I saw it. I saw it. It started when I saw it uh, real clear was after the
We
broadcast.
have Kevin here. Can we bring Kevin up for
Hi,
a minute?
Kevin.
Are you
I
friends with
invited.
Kevin? He's a
Yeah.
bagel eating person. He likes cream cheese. He's looking for a mate that will help him toast his buns and help him spread his cream cheese. He's
Wow.
you know what? We should ask him the question. What was it again? Sex, food, music. Bob
Dope.
Marley. Bob Marley and Friends. You can see Rita tonight. Come on over. He's also in Mushroom Heaven, though. I think he likes the mushrooms more. I think.
Yeah.
I shouldn't speak for him. Are you
That's
in
a good
speaking
idea.
terms with him? Have you guys?
Of course we are.
Okay. Well, no, I never know because you're giving me this look like
No. We spend like
I'm a
hours
little
together every day.
constipated right
No,
now.
we literally spend hours together every day.
Uh,
He's like my co-host of my morning show. We got
He's
like a
a
morning show
co-host.
kind of.
Well, bring him
We
on.
have an unofficial morning
He's the
show.
co-host with the most. I hate to
Yeah.
boast. He
I
likes brown
invited him.
toast. It's all
He's got
good.
the invite. He might be
Can I
naked
answer?
too. Who knows?
Can
You're
I
gonna
answer?
answer for him? Okay.
No,
Kevin, she's gonna answer for you. Go ahead.
K911. No, Michael. I had a question from K911. Did
Yes.
you know your mom was going to pass? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I even gave her the permission to leave
Yeah.
before she left the body.
The sad truth
So,
is we're all gonna pass.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
We're all gonna pass. That's the and not just gas. Yeah.
why did we learn that
Mm-hmm.
when somebody leave the body, that
Yes.
we have to be sad and
Mm-hmm.
why is that? Why?
Yes. I listen. I've said to my wife, I said, do not put me on a ventilator.
Yep.
I forbid you to do that. I want to go. Where I'm
Yes.
heading is better. There's no pain there. So here's two things. Let's say I'm completely wrong and I become a soil sample. I'm still energy and there's no pain. There's no thought. I don't have to worry about being warm, dry, fed anymore. But if, the thousands of people who said they've been to the gates of heaven and, they feel love like they've never felt before and there's no pain or suffering or judgment, I'm open to that. So if I go tomorrow, guys, celebrate my life and go, here's a crazy motherfucker, and you can play
I
this.
yes, I
Yes,
said the same thing to my sons.
yeah, but don't ever
If
take your life
no,
because we're supposed to be here to plow the fields.
Mhm.
You know, we're
I
we're
never
here to lead by example, and that includes you, Stephen.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
you're here for a reason. You have this pain that you
I'm here
have,
to
this
restore
immense pain that you
faith
have,
in
because there's other
humanity.
individuals that need to know that you have that commonality. That's why
you
you're
see
here.
you see what K911 wrote? I'm ready to go. I've been
Yeah,
there and back.
yeah,
That's well. That
yeah,
sounds kind of like Stevie. Stevie would say that too.
yeah.
She's
Well,
not
I'm
suicidal,
prepared to
but
go too.
she's ready to meet her
I'm
maker.
ready.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
I love
Mm.
to talk about people who had
right.
a near-death experience,
Mm-hmm.
what they experienced, because I know one day I will have to go through that too.
Yes, I look
And I
forward
don't
to
want
it.
to be afraid anymore. Yeah, me too. And
I look forward
I'm
to it.
going to say something now.
Mm-hmm.
If there comes a moment that I'm no longer a
Here,
broadcaster, yes, and
yeah,
here on planet Earth,
yeah,
don't do it as Fanita, with Fanita ask question, blah blah blah.
right.
I told my sons I'm going to make a video for all of you.
Mm.
Yeah, and I told my sons
Mm-hmm.
when I'm no longer here,
Mm-hmm.
go on Habs and show them this my message for them
Yeah. Can you redo
because
that message and not have it where you're screaming at me? And because the old
it
message, you
will
probably
only
made it
be in
before.
love.
If you could do
So
another version where it's, you could profess your love, even if it isn't real, it would make me feel
I got
better. Could you do that?
if you
Okay,
knew
sorry.
that I hated you,
Yes.
we wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't
Yes.
follow
Oh no!
you.
Come on, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
With every fire, there's friction,
Yeah, if you create that
right?
friction,
Friction, then the spark.
That's true.
you are the
That's true.
steering
Too
man from
much,
Habs. So
too much. I know
I
too
just
much. I'm
adjust.
like Luther Vandross. It's never too much. Okay, sorry. Too much mustard on the hot dog. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
All right. Do fries
that's
come with
what
that
my
shake? Okay, we're good. All right. There's more to life than condiments. Is that what you're saying? I get it. No, we're in the same boat, hon. If someone puts me on a ventilator, I will haunt your fucking ass. I'm telling you right now, I will fucking haunt your ass. Do not do that. To me, I have no desire to do. I've lived a great life. Please don't put me on that, because if you come back, let's say I survive, your lungs are fucked. They're fucked.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're done. Like, even if you come back, you are going to be, I don't know, 30% of what you were. And if you're our age, you're already 50% of what you were.
Yeah.
So what are you working with? I'm about 5% of what I was at my capacity here. The other thing is, too, the ones that kill me are these people that died for 20 minutes and there's no brain damage. How is that possible?
Yeah.
And other individuals, they've been under 5 minutes and everything's damaged. They're done. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, we're still finding out that we're wrong
In what way?
in lots of ways, like the medical way, even. They're finding out,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I guess the other day, like recently, they published that wine isn't so good for you. A cup of wine a day isn't a good thing, or something
No.
like that.
No,
Yeah,
but 3
and I
is
mean,
better.
You know what I mean? Just
4
and
is divine.
they used
And
to shove
7
milk
is
down.
heaven.
They used to shove milk down mine and my classmates' throats when I was a kid.
Oh, milk
You
is
know,
not
and
good for you.
nowadays
We're
everybody
not
knows milk's
supposed to
not a
do that.
great thing.
No, it's like glue.
I
It's
mean,
like glue.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We're still
Yeah.
learning that we're wrong. You know,
Helga, do you
so
drink
that's,
oat milk or anything like that? You don't drink real milk, do you?
I did before,
Yeah.
and my children also, but now I have one who drinks normal milk,
Yeah.
cow milk, and I have one who drinks oat milk. Oat
Yeah,
milk.
me too. That's what I drink oat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found I lost so much weight once I stopped drinking milk. The
Milk,
pounds just fell off me.
milk is not for us. Milk is for
The cow.
the
for
yeah,
cows, for
for the
calves,
babies.
Plus they're
for the
full
calf.
of all the steroids
Yeah.
and it's pus. Milk is pus. That's what it is.
Mhm.
And I heard the other day that honey is basically bees' vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love bees' vomit. Bonnet?
Yeah,
I
me
know.
Vomit?
I'll
too.
eat bees vomit all
Only
day.
the raw
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Only
Give me the
the real
vomit
one.
from the bee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra side of vomit,
I heard
please.
that, I think, yesterday for the first time, and I was like, what? How can that be?
I have bee vomit whiskey. That's
I
bomb.
bet you do.
That's really
I
good.
bet you do.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Al-
have fun today, Stephen? On
Yeah,
this broadcast?
yes.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. Yes.
Yeah, you are an exceptional human being. We all are. We all have creative talents. We all have a voice. Keep doing what you're doing. Tell your parents I'm very happy. Oh, God, she's coming up now. Now, are you coming up because
Yeah.
I'm leaving?
Maybe. Who knows?
Nope, it's just a perk.
Hey, Eleanor.
There's no pus in milk.
It's
There's
just a
absolutely
perk.
no pus in milk of any kind. In
Mucus.
fact, milk contains things to fight infection. There's pus when there's an infection.
Pussy. It's mucusy. That's what I believe.
You wouldn't feed
Well,
your child.
you're describing
pus.
it like it's pus. You're just saying it's like pus, not it is pus, right?
No, he was
Okay.
speaking as if it was literal.
It's
Yeah.
pus. How are you? Beyond,
Hey, don't spread
Fantastic.
misinformation on my
Yes.
broadcast, Michael.
Yes.
Hi, sweetie.
Are you been treating yourself well?
Okay. I have.
Yeah. So I'm glad
Get
to
away
see you're
from here.
back. Where have you been?
Living life.
Living life.
Finding
Okay.
happiness.
Hmm.
One of my favorite moments on Haps was when you sang "Fever." That
That's
was
Fantastic.
one of the
movie.
great moments for me.
One of my best moments on Habs was getting away from Habs.
Okay. Well, there you go. But you're here now, right?
Well, yes.
Yes. You're like a boomerang. You come back around. You need a
I
time to
want to
heal.
say hi to my friends and support them. I don't support
Oh.
Habs.
Who are you
Space
supporting
Cloud.
on here?
If you don't
Oh,
if you don't catch
hey.
the boomerang, it'll whack you in the face.
Now,
so
so
you know,
so
if you're
you
not ready,
guys have
not
had
ready for it.
crazy ups and downs,
Mhm.
though, right? On
Life's
this
full of
journey.
ups and downs.
Yeah,
I think we all have. All of us have. Yeah.
yeah. You know, I've been very blessed. Stephen and I have never really had um, a crazy time. Now, Helga and I have been ready to arm up and,
No,
fire.
you and I, not Helga and I. You and I.
No, you and
Michael
I.
and Helga.
Helga, not Stephen. Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a big compliment, a huge compliment today, Michael.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm ready.
Are you sure that you're ready?
I hope
Are
so.
you sure? Are you
I
sitting
hope so.
down?
All right.
I prefer this Michael than
Yes.
the Michael that I met in the beginning of apps.
Me
So,
too. There's been growth. There's definitely been growth. I talked
blessings,
about that yesterday.
honor,
Yes, there's been huge growth. I would agree.
yes. I
Still
think
got a
all of
long
us,
way to go, though.
all of us, all of us, all of
Still,
us.
still got a
May-
long way to go.
Oh yeah, yeah, you
Oh
do.
yeah.
But
I hope
you
to
know,
get more of it right before they put soil on me. That's the
almost
goal.
Captain Rehab.
Captain Rehab is one of my greatest moments with him is well, we weren't together, but when he did his shower broadcast,
I
that
never
was
saw that one.
well,
Yeah.
you haven't lived.
No,
You know,
I'm not
and I
going to
think
look at it. Also, no, thank you, man.
so. So listen, I'm gonna head. Thank you, and I'm gonna look up the pus mucus thing, and find out what's going on. All right, take care. Bye bye.
Good job.
All right.
Hi, Michael.
Well,